Startled, I jumped to cover the screen. That scramble you do when you're deep into something rewarding, or exciting, or gratifying, but are abruptly interrupted by terror, fear, and embarrassment. My daughter innocently asked, "Daddy, why is he screaming?" I said, "No!" I was really worried that this could mess up my daughter and her future. Even if you think your kids are asleep, you should lock the door. And don't forget to turn the volume way down. How would I explain to her? Some things are just supposed to be experienced at a certain point in your life, or in a certain order. We're diving straight into dangerous territory. She said, "Is Darth Vader his daddy?" I said, "That's not true. That's impossible." Folks, we have to take responsibility for our children's access to The Empire Strikes Back. Today's episode of Please Excuse My Dead Aunt Sally is brought to you by Spirit Airlines. You know, I just had to take a last-minute trip to the East Coast, and Spirit Airlines really hooked it up with their new 19th century steerage class ticket option, which allows you to ride in the belly of the plane with your luggage, which you pay for separately. People complain that you have to pay for everything on Spirit Airline flights, but honestly, I kind of appreciated the free cup of ice that I got. Spirit Airlines, one of the only airlines to have never been involved in a major terrorist attack. Today's episode is also brought to you by Target's new line of limited edition urban metallic hand soaps. I recently tried the burnished cedar scented soap, and there was something oddly comforting about that smell. I couldn't figure out if it reminded me of a podiatrist waiting room, or the air freshener from a 1983 Monte Carlo. The fragrance has notes of citrus, and a sweet start with a musky finish, like a grapefruit soaked in bourbon. I was at the point where I was washing my hands up to 41 times a day just to smell it, and then it hit me. It smells like thumbing through a Playboy magazine with all of those cologne and perfume samples. Now I'm using the hand soap as a full body wash and taking extra long showers. Today, I accidentally used my wife's lotion when I got out of the shower, and now I smell like a fancy drink was spilled on me. Folks, I don't know how Please Excuse My Dead Aunt Sally has become so well affiliated with the board game subculture, but I'm not opposed to it. I recently became aware of a board game called Secret Hitler. I thought it was just going to be a bottle of grain alcohol and a Sharpie marker. Turns out it is a political strategy game involving deception and hidden information. It's been highly recommended by our friends at the Real Rant podcast. Apparently, Hitler is still very popular in cinema and parts of Western Canada. That's all for our show today. Join us next week when we interview famed tattoo artist and gynecologist Tammy June Walton. Music for today's show is produced by Kevin MacLeod. Please continue to leave those lovely reviews on iTunes and send in your listener letters for a future episode. Write to pleaseexcusemydadauntSally@gmail.com. You can also phone us using the link in the Instagram page, also found at username pleaseexcusemydadauntSally.
Hey, you're a fucking idiot. We're all doing that. Bye-bye.